Shalom folks, and welcome to the fifth day of the RCA Mizrahi Emirates mission. One of the great highlights for me on this tour was getting the opportunity to see many of the young people in Yilk who were in Israel, whether it was at dinner or just around, and getting to see and hang out. To me, that was a real highlight, was getting to see our kids in Yerushalayim and in Israel. Today, the first thing we did was we went to Hotel Shalom, which is one of the many hotels in Yerushalayim and around the country, which is hosting families who are displaced. This hotel was unique in that the hotel contained an entire Moshav. It was called Moshav Naveh. Moshav Naveh is a Moshav down in the south of Israel, really towards the Egyptian border, and really pretty close to the Gaza Strip. It's a religious Moshav, and on the morning of Simchat Torah, they woke up and they were going to shul when they heard what was going on, and they heard that all the electricity went out and all the cell phone signal was down, and they obviously heard the many rockets coming in non-stop. They started hearing about from the security details that there were attacks of terrorists and other local kibbutzim nearby. So they all quickly hurried to their shelters and waited there. And for many people, they didn't leave those shelters for more than 24 or 36 hours. Thankfully, the terrorists were not able to penetrate this Moshav. However, it became the evacuation pad for all the helicopters would land there to bring the injured in. So the injured would come through this Moshav while there were still terrorists on the road.
The road was shut for days, with terrorists all over the place. They could come up from behind a tree and that's what happened. And so we do what we can, taking care of the injuries. Actually, my brother-in-law is a pilot, a helicopter pilot. So I asked him the next day. I said, were you in Naveh? He told me, yeah, among everywhere else. I was also in Naveh that day. And so we have this medical thing going on in the middle of the Moshav. We have security team running around, and anyone who has a pistol or a gun or whatnot, just get in your car and start patrolling the fences. And we have teenagers on the rooftops with bar mitzvah binoculars, right? Looking around, literally. That's what was going on, and this is going on for 2 days.
At a certain point, the army said, we've cleared a path along the Egyptian border. They leave immediately. They had 5 minutes to really get out, leave with anything they could to go, and they came to Yerushalayim, and that's where they stay today. What was unique about this very special community is that this community is one religious family. It's 500 families. It made me think a little bit about the young Israel Lawrence-Cedarhurst, and that it's around the same size. It's a young community. It's a very beautiful community. We got to daven with these young boys, the Talmud Torah, the school which they've restarted in Yerushalayim. It was really remarkable watching these young boys daven in such kavana. They pulled out their little workbooks afterwards. They started doing their chumash learning. They would go through the 6th aliyah of the parasha, answering questions on Rashi's. It was such a beautiful thing to be able to see. Rabbi Korobkin from our group spoke to them, addressed them. We sang and danced afterwards. And we had breakfast and introduced ourselves to them. I met one of the Ramim, who's a father in the Moshav, who also teaches Enaya like I teach on Shabbos afternoons in the shul. It just felt very much like one cohesive community. It was so beautiful to see. At the same time, it was also very sad to see, because here you have kids who grew up with the ground underneath their feet, being in the outdoors and being all together, and now they're in a hotel, and it's wonderful that the government is paying for this, and it's wonderful that there's rehabilitation. But they left under terror. They left not knowing how long it's going to be without all the necessary things they needed, and now they're stuck in a hotel. And it's just this is just one of the many groups that really are suffering through this process. The much collateral damage, but it was incredibly uplifting to see what a beautiful community it was.